All right, everyone, welcome back. High Octane Podcast. I'm your host, Bob, and 2 weeks in a row I managed to do it. So, welcome back, new listeners, viewers, if you will, old returning viewers. Welcome. I appreciate you coming back to hear my crap. But anyway, we are back. This week I'm gonna try to make it a little bit longer, but we'll see how it goes. I've got a few things I want to talk about. I got Danny back there. All right. I get right into it. I do have all my music and stuff this week, thankfully. I don't know why I had to re-download it again, but I've got it. We're gonna get into what are we drinking real quick, or what am I drinking? All right, so this week's gonna be a little bit different. I am not drinking this week, not legit booze anyway, personal reasons. So I found some non-alcoholic stuff that is supposed to taste like tequila. I have not tried it yet, but it doesn't smell good. I'll show you the bottle. It's this stuff, whatever. If you're interested at all, it is non-alcoholic tequila, quote unquote, not cheap. So you really want to like it if you're gonna buy it. It was like $40, so a little bit much. But we're gonna try it right now for the first time. My first time trying a non-alcoholic liquor. So let's try it. Doesn't have much flavor at all, actually. It doesn't taste terribly bad, but it doesn't have much flavor. Uh, Definitely not something I'll ever buy again. So it's just for this week. I don't even know if I'll finish it, but Brittany, were you dancing to the drink? What are we drinking? Music? That's actually pretty funny. It is very catchy though. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Welcome everyone again. But that's gonna do it for what are we drinking? Crappy non-alcoholic, not tequila. That has no flavor whatsoever. So, but anyway, that's what I'm drinking for the week. Next week will be legit booze again. Okay, so I've got a few. I have a few things that I found pretty interesting for this week. I'm going to touch on some battery technology that's coming, and I know I know a lot of you guys don't care about EVs. I'm not an overly huge fan, but what I've read about solid state batteries is actually pretty interesting, and there are a lot of benefits to them. And I think honestly, it's going to change the game in the EV world. Which I'm kind of hoping it is. So we're going to talk about that first, and then I have a couple other things that I found. Some of them are on my phone, which I have to pull up again. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm gonna have to pull them up on the computer because these are one of them is visual that I wanted to share with you guys. So while I'm BSing, I'm going to look this up real quick. Like I said, the first thing I want to talk about is the new battery tech. They're called solid state batteries. As some of you may not know, most of the battery technology right now, they use liquid electrolytes to generate the electricity in the batteries, and that ultimately is what propels the vehicle. So solid state batteries use solid electrolytes, and that's really the main difference. One's a liquid, one's a solid. But there are actually really big benefits to them. I haven't been at work in a bit. How's the lyric going? Why have you not been at work? Do you have COVID again? Lyrics actually coming along pretty well, as far as I've seen anyway. What I do for the lyric is very easy, very not involved at all. So you might not want to go by what I have to say about it. But from what I've seen, it's going pretty well. MSN Autos News. Why can I not find it on my damn computer? MSN Autos. Okay. Here, maybe this. Nope. I'll screw it. I don't care. I'll just leave that bullshit out. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to get into the battery tech real quick. Not real quick. I'm going to try to draw it out a little bit, but not too long. Okay, so the benefits to the solid state batteries, like I was telling you guys, apparently they're going to be a lot smaller and a lot lighter. Sick, had surgery last week. No surgery. Jesus, man. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. Smaller and lighter, like I said, they're going to provide 2.5 times more energy density, which in turn allows for more energy containment proportion to the battery weight. So they're going to be smaller and lighter, but they're going to be able to provide the same amount of energy as the current battery technology, which in turn is going to provide less weight. Apparently, it's going to allow for faster charge times, up to 4 to 6 times faster than current tech right now. So that should give everybody a little bit of charge time anxiety relief. I know that's something that everybody was concerned with, including myself, because I know right now, even with the superchargers, it still takes about 15 minutes to get 80% charge. So 15 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, if you're on a road trip, you're in a hurry, you're not like a family stopping to eat or doing all the extra crap at the gas station. That's not what you want. You need to be able to charge in like 5 minutes. But tech's not there yet, but they're working on it. The solid state batteries are going to be a lot safer because in the liquid state batteries, you have what's called thermal runaway. And that's what causes explosions and fires because the chemicals that are used in liquid state batteries that make up the electrolyte, they're extremely volatile and flammable. And as we all know, these batteries get very hot. So between movement and heat, that's where you're going to get that thermal runaway. And in turn, you're going to get fire, explosions, complete meltdown. So that's what causes all that. I'm not trying to get all scientific. I'm not that smart, but I'm trying to explain it the best I can. So the difference in solid state electrolytes, those are not flammable because they're solid. I guess this is just what I read from Car and Driver. Some of this came from Motor Trend and some other, I think MSN, but also, the benefit to a solid state electrolyte battery is it eliminates the need for some of the safety features that keep the batteries cooler or compensates for movement and all that stuff. Also, and it reduces some of the electrical components, so that also reduces weight. And I know that was also another huge concern with people and these electric vehicles, because those battery packs are giant and they're heavy, big and bulky. So that's going to help with all that. So that's a good thing. Also, another benefit to the solid state is that they are easier to manufacture. The liquid state batteries, you have all these volatile liquids, and they cannot be exposed to air, or they, I guess, will explode, which is weird. But you don't have that with the solid state. That they're faster to produce. You have less material to work with, and that it takes less energy to produce also. So in turn, all of that is going to reduce cost. So that's really, huge there. Now I know another huge issue for people was range with these electric vehicles, because you got some of them full electric, they can only go about 220 250 miles, and then you have some like the Lucid Air that could go like 520 miles. So the range difference is pretty dramatic. And I don't know. I found three pretty interesting things about range with these upcoming electrics that you're going to be seeing. Apparently, Samsung is coming out with a battery pack that can go 500 miles and be charged up to 1,000 times. I know that doesn't sound like a ton, but if you're not charging every day, you're just making a normal, you know, I don't know, 20, 30-mile commute. You don't have to charge every day. So, if you're charging once a week or maybe just twice a week, that's 200 charges or I'm sorry, not 200. Well, you get what I'm saying. It's 1,000 charges. I don't know. I'm not mathing today. And then Volkswagen Group, they say that they're seeing battery packs that can go up to 30% longer. Then what? I don't know. I guess maybe the average. So I don't know if that's all that great. But Volkswagen having as much money and as much influence in the industry that they have, they should be on top of that shit. But we'll see. And then I found a collaboration between a Canadian company, Alcoa, and an Israeli company called Finergy. They've collaborated on a battery pack that can go 1,100 miles on a single charge. But there's the catch. That battery pack was in a subcompact car. It's a very small vehicle, very lightweight vehicle. I'm sure driving conditions were 100% ideal, proper temperature, very low wind area. So, I mean, they probably had the most ideal conditions to test that. This whole new world of EVs doesn't excite me at all. I know it doesn't excite me either, but I found that this new solid state technology was interesting, and I think if they can make it work for, and keep the cost down, I think it could work really, really well for what the government wants to do, for what all these manufacturers are trying to do. So yeah, I mean, the only reason I even looked this up is because I know General Motors and Honda are going into a joint venture. I know down here in Spring Hill, Tennessee, we're going to be building an Acura soon. It's going to be a little bit weird. I know a lot of my fellow coworkers are really concerned about that when it comes to the union stuff, profit sharing and all that. So yeah, that's a valid concern. I wouldn't mind knowing myself, but we'll come to that bridge when we cross it, because contract's coming up, I believe, pretty soon. I think it might be next year, but we'll see about how all that goes. That did not take as long as I wanted it to, which is fine. I got a couple other things I can talk about, and then maybe you guys can give me a question or two. I do have a wheel talk question for myself that I found. I'll still try to find those other articles that I wanted to show you. Let's see. Here it is. All right. There's one. And then let me see if I can find this other one real quick. It may not be the exact one that I found yesterday, but it will work. Maybe. All right. So first thing I want to talk about. Oh, actually, that one I already have pulled up. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? I don't remember. Anyway, all right. First thing I want to talk about, and I will share the screen with you guys so that you can see what I mean. Give me one moment. Share the screen. All right. So this is the new Mustang GT500. Take it for what it's worth. I don't care for it, but you know me, I don't really like Mustangs at all. It has come a long way, look-wise, power-wise, performance-wise, blah, blah, blah. Before any freaking Ford fans come at me, it has come a long way. It's a lot better than they used to be. Ugh, this is so weird. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about with this car is the stripes and the cost of them. And I'm going to argue why they cost so much. These stripes, they're two stripes that go down the length of the car. They're nothing special. Um, they're just stripes painted on, obviously. I would imagine, but they cost $10,000 for stripes. Why? They come in black, blue, and white. Why am I still drinking it? Because I want something to drink, and I bought it, so I'm drinking it, even though it's very weird and it has no real agave taste. It's very strange, but okay. So I want to know why. Hand Oh, they're hand painted. All right, okay, that's fine. But a $10,000 option for stripes in 3 colors. I'm sorry, that's not a $10,000 option. It's just not. I don't care what kind of paint you're using. I don't care. I don't care. 10 grand on top of a $78,000 price tag for a Mustang, mind you. Remember that. I don't care what trim level it is. 80 grand for a Mustang. No, no, no. No Mustang is worth 80 grand unless it's a 67 Shelby GT 500. That's the only Mustang you should be paying even close to 80 grand for. $10,000 carbon fiber kit only offered for 1 year. That's a body kit. Carbon fiber handling package. Also surprised when Ford told us overall sales of the stripes exceed those. Stripes, 2 stripes sold more than the $10,000 carbon fiber handling package, which I don't even know what that includes. Okay, aerodynamic add-ons, adjustable strut mounts, and 20-inch carbon fiber wheels. That's $10,000. That's ridiculous. For that little bit of stuff, that's insane. But the stripes sold better than that. Like, are you out of your mind, Ford owners? 10 grand for 2 stripes when you can get vinyl for $1,000. Like, that's a little bit ridiculous and kind of stupid, if you ask me. Like, is it regular paint? Is it like I just don't understand it. Hand prepping, painting, then clear coating. That's not $10,000 worth of work. Not for 2 stripes. For the whole car, maybe. That's not a $10,000 job, obviously. So why are you charging 10 grand for this option? That's so stupid. Like, I really don't understand it. I'm at a loss. I don't get it. I'd take the $1,000 vinyl stripes. Screw that. I don't care about painted stripes, especially if they cost $10,000. No, this is asinine to me. Very. So, like, anyone listening or anyone in the group, like, kind of help me understand. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't. Like I said, I am at a loss. So yeah, we're gonna move on. Screw those stripes. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, I have mentioned this before in previous episodes. The DeLorean. Everyone knows what the DeLorean is. I'll pull up a picture if you don't. All right, let me see DeLorean pictures. All right, let me pull up a picture so you guys can see. I'll share the screen. Why that got so small? Okay, that's better. All right, share. Okay, so this is the original DeLorean. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't, you've been living under a rock because it's one of the most iconic movie cars out there. Not in real life because it was slow, heavy, expensive pile of junk. Albeit still a cool car in my opinion. Anyway, the reason I brought this up, wanted to show you the original version. Just bought the Lego DeLorean. The time machine one? That's fucking cool. I've seen it. I don't have it. I need to start getting the car ones. But anyway, the reason I brought this up is because the rights to DeLorean have been sold and bought. And the company that bought them has teased their upcoming modernized version of the DeLorean. The company has renamed itself. It is now called Evolved, and the first two letters of the word are capitalized EV. So obviously, it's going to be an electric vehicle, which honestly doesn't overly surprise me with the way the market is. Wouldn't make much sense to throw a internal combustion engine in it at this stage of the game. They do, like I said, they did tease a photo of the back end, large one, 170. Ooh, that's actually not too bad for that size one, but I don't know if I'm going to pay that. But anyway, before I show you guys, this is not, in my opinion, a modern version of a DeLorean at all. It looks nothing like the rear end of the original DeLorean. So I don't know where they're getting this from. And I don't know what they were thinking about when they decided to even consider bringing this car back. But I'll show it to you right now. And here it is. That's their little teaser of the left rear of their DeLorean. I guess it's just a concept right now. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't read this article. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. This does not look like a modern version of the DeLorean at all. I can pull up another picture of it if you guys want. I did see it like a profile. I don't know if this is actually what the car is going to look like ultimately, but this is actually, this doesn't look terribly bad. So let me show you guys this picture real quick. Get bigger. There we go. Move you down a little bit. All right. Let me get rid of this one real quick because that one sucks. And I will show you this one. This is the profile, like I said, and I'm not 100% sure it's going to look this way. But if it does, I'm on board to an extent. I really dig this profile view. Let me see if I can make it any bigger for you guys because it's not big enough. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, I dig this profile view a lot. So yeah, I really hope it looks this way. It looks like it could still have gull wing doors like the original did. If you guys don't know what gull wings are, these are gull wing doors. They have that center pivot point in the roof, and they just open straight up. Those are called gull wing doors. Let me see if there are any other pictures of the new one. It is not looking like it. And this one up here does kind of look like a rendering. It does not look like an actual vehicle. But I'm sorry if that's gonna be the way it looks. Yeah, I'm on board. As from what I've from the little bit I've seen, it looks good. It appears to have kind of that ring of lights that go all the way around the car all the way, like a lot of EVs do. It seems to be a styling cue that all these companies are going with. It's kind of weird. I don't really think you need a light that goes all the way around the entire car, or even all the way across the front and the back. I think it's kind of silly, but this thing's pretty wicked looking. I mean, it is pretty cool. So I'm not gonna hate on it at all. Yeah, there we go. I can make that a little bit bigger that way. You guys don't want to see me anyway. Still stainless steel. Now that I seriously doubt. They may paint it to look like stainless, maybe brushed aluminum or something along that line. I doubt it because if it's an EV, it's already going to be heavy enough, and everyone knows stainless steel is not light. So I'd seriously doubt they'll make it out of stainless steel. So yeah, I mean, I seriously doubt it. Good question, but I seriously doubt it. Just for weight purposes, and that, that's just what I'm speculating. I haven't read anything about it. These two pictures. This is the first time I'm seeing these pictures. So like I said, I have not read anything about it at all. So I don't know. But if I had to guess, no, it will not be stainless steel. But we'll just have to wait and see. I imagine it probably won't be out until 24, maybe 25. I'm gonna say it's got a ways to go. I don't even think they've debuted it to the public officially. I could be wrong about that again. I just stumbled across that first article, that teaser of the back end, and then I just did a general search and found this one. So I have no idea. Weird. All right. I just thought that was interesting, and I'm actually glad I did that general search because I found this picture, and that looks freaking wicked. It really does. So hopefully it looks that way once they do officially bring that out. Okay, so this is going to be the last thing I show you guys. Like I said, I don't have a ton this week. I scoured. I just really couldn't find much that was too super interesting. All right, let me share the screen here. I'm going to show you some videos, and I'm going to talk along with them. These are crash tests that vehicles that got 0 to 1 stars when they crash tested them. I have not seen this video. I had a different video pulled up, but this is probably going to be pretty similar and pretty jarring. I don't think any of these vehicles are available in this country, in the United States. The other video, the cars were only available in like countries around India, maybe the Middle East. So smaller cars, obviously less expensive vehicles, not the safest. So let's get into this thing. This is a 4-minute video, 4.5-minute video. So after that, we'll do wheel talk, and then I'm going to get the hell out of here so you guys don't have to be subjected to my stupid face for too long. So let's do this. 0 to, oh, well, that didn't look too bad. Let me turn the volume down just a touch. Well, that didn't look bad. What's wrong with that? I didn't think that was that bad. All right, let me turn the volume down here. I mean, that could probably break your leg if you're not careful. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't look too terribly bad. I don't know. It doesn't look anything out of the ordinary, and that's a Jeep, so I don't know. Okay, this is going to be a better view here. I don't know. I mean, flipping the thing on the side sucks, but that doesn't look anything out of the ordinary to me. I could be wrong. I don't know crash test safety ratings and what's normal, what's not. This might be interesting. An in-car. No, looked like he's pretty protected. I mean, his neck fell apart, but he's a crash test dummy. I don't know. He looked pretty protected to me. I mean, he didn't get pinned between the seat and the steering wheel, or I don't know. A lot of angles here. I don't know. This one doesn't look too terribly bad to me. This Wrangler. All right. Let's go to the next one. Axiom crossover, whatever. I don't even know what this is. It's 50 kilometers, no airbag. So he just slammed his face against the steering wheel. Ugh, yeah, that dude's dead. Yep. Like I said, again, I don't know where these things are sold. This is probably a second or third world country, I would imagine, but that dude's dead. Like very, very dead. This is a 1-star crash test rating. I can see why. His legs are probably crushed. His face is probably crushed. Okay, Fiat Panda, 0 stars. I know that these are sold in Europe. Uh, at least it has an airbag. Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't look too bad either. What the hell? I mean, the crumple zone's probably, their legs are probably crushed. Eesh. Those rear seat passengers got the brunt of that. No airbags, no nothing. All right, I have no idea how to pronounce that. 0 stars. Oh, no airbag again. Crushed face. I don't understand that. Like, put an airbag in the steering wheel. I thought that was like a standard worldwide, like a standard equipment. That dude's dead as hell. Yeah, legs are dead. Face is dead. Wow. I understand why that one got 0 stars. Club car, Villager 2+2 LSV. Well, that's a golf cart. What the hell are we doing here? Golf carts don't go 50 kilometers an hour. What the hell? This is stupid. Yeah. Those legs are crushed. His chest is crushed. Yeah, that's death. Wow. I think they were just doing that for fun. Oh, side impact. Broken legs. All 4 main bones dead. Broken. Absolutely. I don't know. This golf cart has a seatbelt on it. It might do 50. Most golf carts don't come with seatbelts. All right. Well, I mean, that was kind of silly, like a silly video, but like I said, it wasn't the original video I found. But it was interesting. Just goes to show you how safe our vehicles in this country are. Because those got between 0 and 1 stars, and you see what happens when that happens. So for something to get 4 or 5 stars, they're doing something right. But like I said, that's all I have for the main body of this episode. Coming up to 35 minutes. I can do a wheel talk question and get the hell out of here. It's going to be a short one. I've done short ones before. It's fine. Doing this by myself, all right? Okay, let me get back to the topic here. Wheel talk, bruh. All right, so wheel talk question. I found this one online when I was looking this morning. I know asking myself a question is kind of goofy and weird, but I'm actually not asking the question. I'm going to answer it because MSN Autos is the one that asked it. I'm going to look up the car right now, and then I'm going to say what the question was, and then I'm going to answer it. Here's a picture of it. A lot of people in the group have seen this car already, and it's actually gotten a lot of hype so far. Anyway, I saw some comments on Facebook about it earlier, and I do 100% agree with some of them. Let me pull up a picture real quick. All right, so this is the car, the new Toyota GR Corolla, like the Uber hot hatch from Toyota. I've never been a fan of the Corolla in any form. I just think it's too small, and it's always been underwhelming to me. I know this one's different. Keep your comments to yourself for now. All right, so I'm going to go through some brief stats really, really quickly. Starts at 30 grand. Obviously 4 doors, 5 seats. It's all-wheel drive. It has a 1.6 liter 3-cylinder with a turbo. It makes 300 horsepower out of that tiny, tiny little engine. So that's pretty impressive. But like I said, the comments that I read earlier are very valid. One guy said if it was a 2-liter turbo with 300 horsepower, it would be better because there would be more potential for upgrading. Because a 1.6 liter 3-cylinder, how much potential is there for upgrades at that point? This thing's pretty tuned already. You know, I obviously there might be a little bit of wiggle room. You might be able to get it to 4. I would say it maybe at top. But I don't know. It's not a bad looking car for what it is. Still too small for me. I'm a big guy, so it's kind of an invalid argument from me. But all right. So the question that MSN Autos posed was, what would you take the 1.6 liter 3-cylinder from the Toyota GR Corolla and swap it into? Good question. My answer, I'm going to take it one step further. My answer is I would take motor, transmission, and all-wheel drive power drivetrain. I'd put all that shit in a freaking Chevy Chevette. I would put that shit in a Chevette because it's light, it's small, and it'll fit a 1.6 3-cylinder easy. And it does. It looks cool to me. It's a 4-door hatchback from the 80s. It was never a bad-looking car. It was underwhelming as shit.
The Chevette was 4 doors.
Yeah. Chevette was 4 doors. My mom had a shit brown one. But yeah, I like I think it might have come in 2 doors too, but yeah. I like the Chevette. I always did. I actually found them here and there online for sale. Some of them were still pretty expensive, but that's what I would do with it. Motor, trans, and drivetrain. Drop that shit in a Chevette and go to town, man. It outperformed this thing. I guarantee it. Because it's lighter and lower, probably. It doesn't have all this big, bulky shit that all these damn cars have now. But that's what I would do. I would definitely swap what I could from this into a 80s Chevette all day long. Like I said, I took it a little bit further. He said the question was the motor, but I don't care about that. I'm going to do the whole shebang and make it worth it. Anyway, that's going to do it for Wheel Talk. I'm glad I was able to get all my music and graphics back. That kind of pissed me off last week. I don't understand where they went. And I shouldn't have had to do it today either because they were there yesterday. So I don't know what happened, but I was able to do it. I was only about a minute late, but whatever. I'm at 38 minutes. That's long enough. I'm just glad I was able to give you guys an episode, maybe entertain you for a moment, educate you a little bit. So that's going to do it for me this week. Like I said, I'll be back next week. Hopefully better prepared. I'm going to do my homework for the whole week. I'll have some good shit to talk about, hopefully in detail. Maybe I'll get George back. I don't know. He's still going through some stuff. He had a family thing last week, so I understand. But hopefully I'll have him back. Maybe I can have another guest. Who knows? I know a couple other people that wouldn't mind coming on, so maybe I can line that up. But like I said, that's going to do it this week. Join the Facebook group. Follow us on YouTube. Hats, T-shirts. Shoot me a message if you want one of those. Still got plenty of them. But yeah, that's going to do it. Everybody have fun.